Told you in the car, we ain't losing.
Yeah.
Now, if you'd asked me in the 70th minute, don't get me wrong, I may have changed my prediction. Yeah. But I said we're not losing, and we didn't lose, and we come back to win. But to be fair, this is kind of what you was talking about. You said on the way up, this could just be tight, changes or be tired, and we got the win.
Yep. I said I didn't know exactly what it would be, but I have to see today, and it's clear to see that good teams, no matter what it is, they win. They find a way to win, and that's the kind of mode that we're in right now. I have to be happy of the overall project that's happened. The whole context of the 90 minutes today is we won the game. The first half was, I think, very poor, sluggish, and a poor start, and that's what I was scared of.
Yeah.
Just the quickening the tempo of the passing, the impetus, the desire to win the challenges. But you changed the squad, man. How many players has he changed?
Well, that's the interesting thing, because the reason why we weren't good wasn't because he put the same players out there and they looked tired and rubbish. Right. It was the fact that he played the players who haven't been playing.
Yeah.
And he had to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And he kind of asked them today, get Manchester United into the next round of the Cup today. He's been doing that all season, asking questions. He wants more. Good is not good enough.
Yeah.
So today, I can understand why it was a bit sluggish today, but I was scared of it all the same. And Maguire didn't help that in the first half. Sabitzer was good, but, Malacia was he's raw. He's raw, and you can see that. Delo was a bit shaky as well in that first half. Wasn't really brilliant, but, Casemiro changes football matches. Comes in, big game Miro, and changes the dynamic. Nearly scored himself. And he's just a fantastic footballer, controlled the tempo of the game at times and played good football. I don't even think Ten Hag made mistakes. It was more of a thing of he was asking the players that don't
can
usually
you show
play,
me something? Show me why I should start you. But also I need to give these lot a rest. It's a natural thing that he has to do.
Garnacho, one of them. Yeah. Garnacho, one of them. Prime example of it. And first half, I don't think was emphatic. But, a lot of fans saying he's trying, and I can agree with that. And it was the goal in the second half. Different gravy, similar to Said Benrahma's, but world class finish, really nice, and he, like you said, he won the game for us, and then we go into the next level. Once we scored that first goal, I don't think it was Garnacho. We just
knew. It was an own goal.
Yeah, it was an own goal. We just knew, Flex, man, and it was just so good to see that we come back in the way that we did, in the fashion that we did. And I think you're right, man. It's the confidence of the team. We just was never going to lose this game. We really wasn't, and I'm happy to see the performance, man.
That's what is weird, isn't it? To even be in that spot of like, we're not going to lose. And I know there's nervy moments in the game, but you still have that. After David De Gea makes that big save from Antonio when it could have been 2-0, I believe. Yeah, that could have been 2-0, that one. He makes that big save. And then obviously with the Casemiro disallowed goal, and then for us to get 1-1, you just felt the onslaught coming. Yeah. And that's when we really came into our own and upped the levels and looked and got the intensity that we needed. And the changes, though, when he brought on, the players that have been playing, it's no coincidence that the level of performance went up.
Yep. Casemiro, prime example of that. Sabitzer played well, but Fred comes on, contributes in the right way. He's just been in the form of everything. He understands how to play in these moments. Fred comes in, contributes well. Garnacho again, he's better in the second half of games, and it showed a little bit. And tired legs, tired minds, he comes on and is very effective. So was happy to see him contribute as well as he did in that second half.
Is that a good another positive change from Ten Hag? Because let's face it, it looked like the way the game was going, especially because of the first half. Garnacho was maybe not at his best. Looking at the changes that may have been made, you're thinking, probably Rashford for Garnacho here, maybe, or Anthony stays on, etc. But because I remember when Anthony came off, we both went, I didn't really expect that to happen. Yeah. But he kept Garnacho on, and it's almost like Ten Hag thought, kid's going to be all right. These are going to tire. We're going to up the levels. We're going to put Rashford through the middle, Weghorst in the 10, put Bruno to the right now. Like that rotation just came, and Ten Hag again. His decisions, even though it was a lack of a sub this time, his decision to keep him on paid off.
Yeah, Ten Hag doesn't make any mistakes. That's what I'm trying to. That's the title today.
Ten Hag doesn't make mistakes.
Putting Rashford on, and that's where he's usually comfortable. Ten Hag sees him as a striker, puts him up front, and puts Weghorst, who's played well against Barcelona, played well against Leicester in the 10 areas. He kind of faded out in the second half, but was still giving us that dynamic running and effort that we're going to guarantee from him. Even Rashi was out the game a little bit, but just having him up front in there just looked more familiar to, I think, the whole team. And that's when we came into our own in that second half. We dominated the second half, better spells. but it was just very nervy. I didn't like it at all the first half. I was complaining.
Ten Hag didn't. That's why he got Casemiro straight in.
Yeah. I was complaining about little things, or about De Gea's kicking, him losing the ball and turning over possession. But at the end of the day, like I've seen today, it's good teams. They come through these games in flying colours and they get the result. You win ugly. I think we've done it a little bit similar in Newcastle, similar again today, and it's been an accumulation of games, man. So happy with how Ten Hag handled this team today.
Who was your man of the match and why? Talk about them.
Wow. I think you could say Casemiro changed the game, comes on and impacts the game very well, similar to like how he done in Reading. It took charge of the game. I think Garnacho, though, man, the dynamic running, the kind of bums off seats kind of performance. Every single touch is aggressive. Every single time he runs with the ball, it's dynamic. He has to be a man of the match, man, and he's a really, really good finish as well. So I would say him. I didn't really like Bruno's performance today. He was a bit careless at times with the ball. I think there was moments on the counter where he could have been a bit better. He started
coming into the game a little bit more when he went to the right-hand side and Casemiro came in, and the spaces started to open up and we started to be on the front foot a bit more. He started to get on the ball a bit more, but just couldn't find that finishing touch.
Yeah, that as well. And then the centre-back partnership was a bit, and you can see the massive drop-off with that centre-back partnership, unfortunately, today, Fleck, man. And then even Luke Shaw. It's different. It's just completely different without them. So that back line was a massive difference, and De Gea had a lot of work to do, in terms of key saves, and he done them. So, yeah.
The draw is Fulham at home. Tottenham have gone out tonight. Yeah, we've got Fulham at home in the next round of the FA Cup. Now you know that on the spot, and like I said, Spurs have gone out. Not that they were a big threat to us anyway, because they're not good. Yeah, hence why they've gone out against Sheffield United. but it's true. I forgot. Sorry, I actually forgot. But Man City still there, and ourselves, obviously, depending on how the draw. I don't know who Man City got, but are you kind of licking your lips at this kind of? The trophy and the thought of another one, because obviously the team on every Ten Hag will be.
Yeah, 100%, man. This manager is on a different level right now. This team, we're in a different moment right now, Flex, man, and 100% confident. Fulham's a winnable game again, and I'm interested to see if he rotates it again though now, because we've got big games coming up.
Yeah, Betis, Liverpool.
We've still got the opportunity to fight on four fronts. It's still here. It's still here because of the way he's handled this game and the way the team's handled this.
Fulham are confident as well.
Yeah. Paulinho's good goal, good other week. The other day. So they're a good side, but we're just Man United right now, man. And it's never going to stop the trophy. So let's keep going on.
We got love.